Yo, what's going on guys? Leo with 2K Motorsports. Today I'm gonna go over how to buy cars at the auction and what are the steps to do so. So we have many different options when it comes to choosing which auction you're gonna be buying from. And the most common known auctions here in the United States are Manheim, Adisa, Copart and IAA. Each different auction differs for one another depending on what type of cars you're gonna buy. Manheim and Adisa are very similar. They focus on clean title cars. And then we got Copart and IAA that focus on wrecked salvage title cars. Now, before you're even able to access and be able to bid on these cars, you have to have auction access. Auction access is the ability for you to have access to the auction. Very simple. So before you decide to go ahead and go to the auction, you gotta have auction access. And that's something that you can do by becoming a car dealer, right? So the first step is actually to make sure that you have a car dealer license, and that allows you to then get the auction access. You can either get your own car dealer licensing, or you can find somebody that's gonna give you their license so you can get your own auction access so you can buy cars from their license. I buy cars from all these places, right? Manheim, Adisa, Copart, IAA. It just depends where the deal is. Now, Manheim is where I buy cars that are clean title. Adisa is where I buy cars that are clean title. Manheim and Adisa give you the great opportunity to be able to buy cars that are green light. Means that they give you a guarantee. Means that you have 7 to 14 days. I think my mechanic is the car is good. Whenever he does the klaxon, it means the car is good. Okay. So you can either buy cars from Manheim and Adisa that focus on clean title cars that provide a guarantee, and it's called green light. When you buy a car that is green light, you have from 7 to 14 days, depending on the car and depending where you're shopping. Either Manheim and Adisa, they have different regulations. They give you a guarantee to return the car in case there's a powertrain problem. Or they also offer cars that are as is, that need your attention to be test driven before. Whenever you're buying a car as is at Manheim or Adisa, you have to test drive these cars if they're as is. If they're green light, it's safer because you know that if the car, there's something wrong with it, mechanically, you can return it. Now, you can also return the cars if they have a problem structurally. So if you're able to prove to the auction that the cars have issues, then you can go ahead and return them. Now, Copart and IAA are salvage title cars. Not all cars at these auctions are salvage title, but most of them. That's why people buy in these two auctions. This is where you can buy cars that have accidents, and you can buy them salvage, and you can fix them on your own and resell them, right? So here you're able to find cars that are being sold by insurance through Copart or IAA. Geico, Progressive, Allstate, all these big insurance companies, when the cars get totaled, they take these cars, they put them in the auction to try to get their money back. It's our responsibility to be able to know which car is going to be profitable or not just by looking at the picture, Carfax report, and the VIN number and the history of the car. So these three auctions are great. There's actually 4. They're great. Manheim and Adisa are very similar, and Copart and IAA are very similar. But these two differ very, very much. Okay? Or the last option that you can do if you want to start learning how to start selling cars already without needing a license is to start buy cars privately. You're going to be able to buy cars from Facebook Marketplace or from anybody, a neighbor, and sell it to somebody else privately without needing the auction access. The problem with doing this and selling cars privately is that you're not building a brand, right? The reason why we decided to go all in and to start a dealership and to build a name is so people can come back to us. If you buy cars privately, you're not able to build a brand for yourself. So people don't know and will never know what type of cars you sell because you failed to do the most important thing, which is building a brand. It's fine in the beginning to start buying and selling cars privately, but it's just a stepping stone that you have to know that once you learn and you master how to flip cars privately, you have to go and play with the big dogs at the auction and get a dealership license and build a name for yourself. So guys, for example, this yellow Charger right here, I was able to buy at Copart at the auction because it was stolen. Whenever a car gets stolen, the car gets automatically signed as a total loss from the insurance. So the reason why I buy a lot of stolen cars is because they have minimal damage, and yes, we buy them salvage, we have to go through the rebuilt inspection process, but because they have minimal damage, so it's a quick turnaround for me. Now this blue Camaro right here, SS, I was actually able to buy from a collector privately, right? So here we have a Copart car from the auction, and here we have a car privately. And this Mustang right here, I was able to buy it at Manheim, which is clean title cars. So we have clean title, Manheim, we have Copart for the Charger, for rebuild title, and then we have Camaro for privately owned. Guys, my mechanic is calling me, but here, if you guys want to learn how to buy cars at the auction, you need AuctionACCESS. You can start with private, buying and selling from private, and these are all the auctions that you have. Manheim, Adisa, Copart and IAA. Guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe. I have a lot of videos coming for you. Let's go.